think, which happens to only be you. So good. Well, I mean,
Yes.
this is working pretty good.
Yeah, it works good. Yeah.
Is there? I don't think there's a delay between us really at
But
all.
you're crystal clear on my end.
Okay, this could work. I think this will be fine. Let's do this on Tuesday tomorrow.
All right. Sounds
You
good.
you gonna be around that time? 7?
Uh,
Well, 7 my time, 9:30
7
your
your time,
time.
9:30. Yeah, for me. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Tomorrow I have some lessons, but I think I get out of them before 9:30. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, yeah, just actually I'll send you my number in the email. That way we can just text. That'll be
Oh
easier.
yeah, because I got a cell phone right here in front of me anyway.
Well, that's what I'm using as the
Yeah.
camera. Dang it. Even you have a camera that I gotta get
Actually,
a
I
camera.
have a phone, and this is my iPad. What you're on here now?
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
even fancier than what I got
make
going
you feel better.
on. Well,
I
good.
had a laptop, but that thing, it went out a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I never accumulated one. So yeah, that's something I gotta get. But I'm too busy spending money on other things
Yeah, like
to
the engine
worry
in
about
your
things that
living
would.
room, literally.
Oh yeah, just crap in my living room. It's basically it. I mean, I have a hood right there that I
Oh,
gotta
like
get
you got your
painted.
part. You just got
Yeah.
car parts in your house everywhere.
Oh yeah,
The house
everybody.
is the garage.
The house is the garage. I should rename my channel "New Guy's Apartment."
Yep.
I was half tempted to rename my channel Professor Harbor Freight. Maybe I'll make another channel Professor Harbor Freight, but that would be competing with this. No, I should make a Professor Harbor Freight channel and review Harbor Freight tools.
There you go. That's
See,
$1 million idea right there.
now I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking. Oh man, good. So how was your day today?
Good, busy, you know.
Good, good. What
What
do
about
you
you?
do?
I well, well, right now currently I don't really do much, but I work here on the farm.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Oh, that's got to be fun, and exciting. Yeah, animals or just plants or.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got all kinds of animals. There's like 8 baby goats out there in the garage right now, and
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the goats.
yeah,
Yeah.
I had turkeys and everything else too this summer. But they've since been rehomed to freezer camp.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah,
that's
once we move here now, I'm gonna be go up and get my apprenticeship. Oh, shit, do you
oh my
make
god. Mayday. Things are falling apart.
a makeshift desk?
Yeah. I'm just leaning on my bed right now.
I really need a spot to do this stuff and sit down. But I don't have a desk or anything. This is literally like a shelf I have just stacked up here.
I preach to the choir on that. I have a couch. The brother's got a basement, so that works out pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes you're in the basement and sometimes you're down on the couch. It's like you're
Yeah,
all over the place.
that would do so. That's gonna be a theme this spring. I want to do it to where we're just like in random fucking places because I think that'd be hilarious.
It
You
would
just
be like
show
on
up
the
one.
roof and there's a
Yeah,
live
just
stream going on.
oh, we should do a live stream on the roof. That'd be hilarious.
It would be
Just live stream out in fucking middle of nowhere
just
pasture.
in the desert.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, if we can't be informational, at least we could be entertaining.
Yeah, exactly, right?
just just playing on top of a fucking
Yeah, Tom up on the roof with his guitar.
yeah, yeah.
Well, if your neighbors didn't like you already, they won't now.
Oh, that's it. It's okay. I pre-gamed that. They already don't like. I am the odd duck out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes two of us.
Good. They witness me like having a hernia trying to put an engine in the back of my car with the kids sitting there recording it, and they're just I don't know. It's not my neighbor.
You're like hulking out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I made a
Yeah.
short of that. That was oh, literally busting a gut over here trying to get this damn thing into the back. Yeah, that Cleveland. It's still back there. I haven't taken it to the machine shop. Just things of you know we got more important things working with no
Yeah, I'd say you
ammunition.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
life has to go on. I guess. Huh? You got to make money, pay the bills.
yeah, yeah. That's right. Money, yeah, yeah. Money don't grow on trees, unfortunately. So you got to delegate her to the right places.
Yeah, that's right. I wish
I
it
mean,
grew
I
on
bought,
trees, man. Easy.
I, I mean, I bought a crankshaft, but now I have to get everything that goes on the crankshaft.
Yeah, rods, bearings, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, rods, bearing, pistons,
Pistons. Oh, okay. They're
camshaft.
going all out.
Oh yeah, rockers. I mean, the whole engine still really needs building.
Okay. What are you gonna put it in?
The Mustang.
Oh, the
I
Mustang.
don't,
Oh,
you know,
I should
yeah,
put two and two together.
yeah. It's the only thing I have actually, really, so
I
far.
didn't know you had something in store for us or not, but I should have just put two and two together.
Uh, I mean, I want to get, I want to get a four-wheel drive vehicle at some point. I mean, I have one daily drive, but I want like a toy four-wheel drive
Yeah,
vehicle.
like an old Bronco or something. Yeah.
Oh, I love Broncos.
Oh, me too. I love the
I
Broncos.
would,
You gotta have like the '70s ones, so like
yeah,
'75. Those ones are the
yeah.
coolest looking ones.
See, I would want like a '79 Highboy too pickup trucks.
Oh
Those,
yeah, those are
that,
sweet.
though, with the big tires. It's,
Yeah, that's my plan when I get up to Alberta. I'm gonna try and find something that is vintage
yeah.
that I'm gonna daily drive as if I went out and bought a new car. I'm just gonna challenge myself, see if it works out. And if it doesn't, I'll sell it, move on. But that's what I'm gonna try and do.
What is it like living in the communist area of Canada?
It's not that bad.
Oh, it's not okay. Well, fair enough.
Yeah, I haven't got shot at yet, so we're good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Canada. Oh
Canadian.
man, you guys use the metric system, don't you?
Yes, your guys' system is just messed up. There's just too much.
No, no.
Yes.
Our system
Yeah.
is the correct system.
No, there's too much. Too much.
Uh, eh, We, me, me, 6%. Witty's garage, junkyard. Well, Tom, obviously. We all have this. We have something coming in terms
Oh
of
boy.
we're declaring war on the metric system, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I still got to start it off, but we have a prototype, like a literal, like an actual item that we're going to war with metric system.
Oh, we're gonna have to get you back. Calling all Canadians.
I don't know how you will. Your
Oh,
queen's
it's that
dead.
good.
I don't
Like the
know what to tell you.
kryptonite. Oh, okay.
Well, if we're gonna make commercials and everything, you tired of using these fucking overseas units that always seem to disappear right before the work happens? The 10 millimeter.
Good. Well, how can you make sense of what you have though? Everything is like there's like a different number for everything. It's so confusing.
Well, it's a half inch. It's a 9/16. It's a 3/8. Yeah, I
There's
mean,
there's
you don't really pay attention to the number. It's just you look at it's like, yeah, that looks about this size. And,
which is guesswork.
oh yeah,
Nobody knows. It's just we guess. We just that
well,
we're that good.
well, I mean, you grab okay, you grab a 9/16, a half inch, and a 7/16. You just grab all three of them, right? Because it's going to be one of those, right?
Well, if it
You-
was me, everything had your guys' system, I would grab all the wrenches because I would have no idea. All the sockets.
Yeah. Oh man. Just you wait till you see what we we have. We cooked it up. Uh I can't spoil it though. You'll
No,
just
no,
have
don't
to watch
spoil it.
it.
No,
You'll just have to
no.
watch it. I'm pretty excited about it though.
I've seen 6% is working on the potato power thing too.
That yeah, we went way over our heads with that one. We're gonna have to calm that one down. It would
No.
take it would take about 1,000 potatoes to power an RC car, let
Oh,
alone
oh.
let alone get a starter to
I see
work.
where you're going with this. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like we were thinking a pallet of potatoes. I think it'd be more than a pallet. It would probably
Probably.
be several pallets.
Yes.
And then you'd have to get the wires to actually connect them all together. I mean, if it was somewhat reasonable, I was gonna, like, issue a call to arms to everybody at No Name National to bring a potato with them.
Yeah.
So I thought
Yeah.
that'd be
It was
hilarious.
reasonable.
Everybody just brings a potato, it's like, "Here you go."
Yep.
But, I don't think we have enough people or
I don't think
spuds.
there's enough potatoes in America to pull that off.
Yeah. So, yeah. No, we literally had an electrical engineer working on this.
Well, you guys know more than me when it comes to electrical anyway. You're trying to figure stuff out with potatoes.
No, no, you see, we delegated that off to 6%. He's the technical guy,
Yeah,
right?
he's the technical guy. Yeah,
He's the
you put
technical
that
guy.
stuff on him. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like 6% recycled, like a legitimate, like he's worked. He's had movie car. Like his cars were in Fast and the Furious. I
Really?
mean, background, but still,
Okay. Well,
like
yeah.
uh, you know, he's an actual, knows what he's doing,
Well, he's a
kind of
legend
sort of.
then. That may have made him
When it
a
comes
legend.
to new stuff though, old stuff is, more my
Yeah,
speed.
that's me too. I want a bone stock carbureted, simple
Yeah,
as can be. You know.
no, exactly. I don't need all this, gobbledygook in here.
Yeah, I
I
don't
did a
need the seat.
video.
I don't need that.
You, you probably haven't seen it. I don't think a lot of people have seen it. I did a video, an EFI swap, back in my channel, where I like started talking crap about carburetors, and then I'm like, we're about to go high tech with this bad boy, you know. With Then I pull out my old Samsung phone and I proceed to tape it to the carburetor.
Yeah, high tech right there.
Yeah,
See,
high
hey,
tech. Then I started up and I'm like, ah, you never get that with a carburetor. Whew,
no.
she's got some power. And then I like make it stumble and turn it off. And I'm like, oh great, what's going on now? I open the hood and I go, what in the Sama? What do you mean you're updating?
That's pretty much how it goes. Like you can't
I
even
know.
bring them. It's like you buy a new car, and like it could be the stupidest little thing wrong. Like say I don't know, an injector has low fuel pressure or something. I
Yeah,
don't know. Diesel
yeah,
engine, something so completely ridiculous. They'll plug the scan tool in it. It won't tell you anything's wrong, and they'll give you back the vehicle and just say there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with it, even though I know there's something wrong with it.
Like they plug her in, it's like, you have a misfire. It's like, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah,
Why do you think I brought it here? I
exactly.
didn't have the codes read just for shits and giggles here, buddy. I'm on a mission to fix this pile of shit.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
you
bring
were
it here so I
supposed
could
to
sit in
tell
the
me
lobby.
what I
I brought
needed
it
to
here because I
fix.
noticed something wrong.
Like, oh, you want me just to clear those codes for you? I might fix it. It's like, all right, give her a shot.
Even
Then
with
it'll
stuff
work.
as simple.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, they'll clear the codes, right? You'll get your hopes up
Yeah.
because you turn it on and it's working okay until you get to the next stoplight and then it starts doing the exact same fucking thing.
Yes.
It's like shit. Not
Yeah.
only
You
are
get
you
just far until it's
Yeah,
too far to walk.
yeah, like not only are you, breaking down, but you're so fucking evil that you gave me hope that you were fixed to begin with.
Yes, it's like simple as like the transmission in our. We had a 2017 Nissan Titan not that long ago, and they didn't have a dipstick on the transmission. So for a while, me and my father were building this house, we were bringing loads out, and you would just feel the truck go like RPMs, just like that.
Mhm.
We didn't know until we did it ourselves, but the transmission was low on fluid the whole time, and
Oh,
we were making 2-hour trips back and forth. This transmission low on fluid.
burning the clutches right to
Oh yeah,
smithereens.
brought it in the shop I think like twice, and they still couldn't figure. They still couldn't tell us it was low on fluid. Just
Yeah,
something as stupid as that.
yeah. Well, that's it too, because a lot of you can't go to a mechanic anymore because no
No,
mechanic knows what the fuck they're
they
doing
don't
anymore.
exist. No,
Yeah, they
exactly.
don't exist. You have plugger inners.
Yeah, and
It's like,
anybody can do that. You can buy them
yeah.
on the internet.
Well, you can buy the scan tool on the internet for a couple
Yeah.
thousand fucking dollars. Go mortgage your house. You'll get the scan tool. It'll tell you your engine's not running right. Oh, well, thank
Well,
God the scan tool told me that.
thank God.
Yeah. It's like, and then you go to plug it in next week. It's like, oh, outdated. Son of a bitch. Got to
Yep.
upgrade.
It's pretty much how it goes. It's the dumbest thing. Like it was a great idea in theory, but the execution of the idea was very poor.
Well, yeah, it got to, they took an okay, good idea and
Mhm.
then they like rolled with it down the hill, of shit.
Yep.
Like, you know, you don't need a TV screen in every headrest.
No,
You
we
know,
don't. We don't need
like,
this. Okay?
God forbid the little shits rotate their heads to look out the window. You need
Yeah.
constant entertainment right here.
Yeah. When I was a kid, yeah, that's all I had to do. I had to look out the window, look at the shoulder of the road the whole
I
time.
know. I looked out in the woods and it's like, can I see anything out there? No,
Yeah, exactly.
Like I got memorized because memorized, mesmerized. Well, however you pronounce that word. Because
Doesn't matter.
I'd look out there, and it seemed like things were going slow, and then I'd turn and be like, "Whoa, it's going way faster! What is that? How's that work?" Like,
Yeah.
holy shit, look at this. What's the air doing? I don't get it. I gotta figure this shit out. And then I'd spend the whole car ride trying to figure out what's going on.
You have the best time, yeah, figuring out why you look closer at the road and would be going faster, and you look further away and you would just be
Yeah.
slow.
Like, holy shit. That was the best ride you could buy right there.
Yep. Yeah, now you got TV screens everywhere,
Yeah.
sensors and everything. Oh my god, the parking sensors. There's nothing worse than a broken parking sensor alert. It'll drive a guy
Fucking
nuts.
fucking gas cap sensor. Why the fuck do you need a gas cap sensor? It's
So,
like,
like, we got a 22 Civic, and in order
uh,
to, there's no gas cap. It's capless. Those little flappers. You just stick
oh, okay,
the
yeah,
nozzle.
that's the
Yeah,
flat door.
but you can't get into the thing without opening the driver's door first. So it's a pain because oftentimes when I go to the gas station, I'll fill up like for my dad while he runs into the store or something. But you got to unlock the truck to unlock the gas flap, and not only that, but sometimes the nozzles leak. So you can't bang it off the side like you normally would to get all the gas out. So it just drips all over the ground. It's like who
Yeah.
thought of this?
Yes. God damn it. Fucking, yeah. A new car will be dead on the side of the road because the fucking, tire pressure sensor has gone haywire.
Yeah,
Right? And then
exactly.
then you'll send an emergency to the ECU, which will shut down the whole operation.
Oh yeah,
But the Mustang could be on fire and I
it
could
still
still get
drive.
to work. Half the engine could be gone, but the other half would still be attempting to get my ass somewhere.
I bet you could remove one side. I bet you could remove the head on one side of the engine and start it, and it would run on four cylinders.
People do it with I've seen that on small block Chevys and stuff all the time on YouTube. People do it all the time.
I've seen it with flathead Fords, but I've never seen it with an
Yeah.
overhead valve engine. But I bet you it would do it.
Yeah, I mean, if fuel, air, and spark, that's all you need.
All you need. That's it.
All you
Yep.
need. As long as you give it that, it will be happy.
Yep.
It won't tell you to fuck off because your goddamn, map sensor got dusty.
Yeah, like when a nuclear apocalypse happens, it's not gonna be you're not gonna have your Tesla driving around anymore. It's gonna be like these Mustangs and everything made pre-electronics.
Yeah, fucking goddamn this fucking map sensor got a little speck of dust on it. So
Oh
the
yeah.
whole car is, in power saving mode now, where
Mm,
the Mustang will eat fucking dirt and keep chugging, god damn it.
you throw dirt down the intake and it wouldn't even care.
Yeah, I
Brush
mean,
it off.
you fucking rev that shit back out of her and you
Yeah,
on
clean
the
her
road
out.
to go.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's so true. That's exactly what it's like. All these sensors, even like those O2 sensors on the exhaust and everything, they go wrong, and then next thing you know, your engine's having problems with like the right fuel and air mixture, and it's like the
well,
goofy.
exactly. And right now, 6% would just be over here being like, "Oh,
Oh yeah, he'd be
God."
shaking his head like all these fools.
Like, come see, he's the new guy. Yeah, he's into the new technologies there.
Yeah,
Just hasn't quite realized that they're
he hasn't seen the light yet.
he hasn't seen the light yet, damn it. Like that scene out of the Blues Brothers where they're in the church, just "Ah," you know, fucking
Yes,
that needs to be 6%, just like
he needs to see the light.
yeah.
Oh boy. Yep, he'd be shaking his head right now.
Yeah. Like, I like and it all like, the the whole thing started because of, the transmission thing,
Yep,
where the 4-speed versus the 5-speed.
yep.
And they him and Junkyard tried to get up on tried to team up against me
Oh yeah.
on that one. It's like, yeah, I mean, but on a long drive,
No, I just
like,
wanna,
what do you mean on a long drive? I could listen to that thing all day. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
would
wanna
I would
hear
never get yeah, I
I
would
wanna
never get
hear
tired of hearing that.
I wanna hear how well it's running, if it's running well.
Yeah,
I wanna hear that thing scream.
exactly. Like if you can go to a drive-through and order without shutting the car off, it's too quiet for being a hot rod.
Yep.
I, uh,
Exactly.
that's the
I
way
wanna
my
go to
cu
the fucking McDonald's, and I don't even wanna hear the lady at the microphone. I wanna have to shut the car down. If I wanted
yeah,
to hear her, I would buy an electric car.
exactly, that's it. That's it. 6% junkyard should get electric cars because you know
Mhm.
what? They can adjust how loud it is because
Yep.
they play it over the radio, the car sounds. They could have stimulated I bet you could download different sounds to,
Yeah, there's
match your
probably a sensor for that.
yeah, it's like, "Yeah, alright, 6%. If you go on a long car ride, you download, the Prius setting, and then
Mhm.
around town, download the cammed out setting, and then you could sit there with the radio just cat bop bop
Oh, good. It would turn somebody should swap, like, a V8 or something into a Tesla just to confuse people. It'd be, like, the greatest thing ever.
That'd be YouTube gold right there.
Like, you want it, like, just your headers and that's it. You want it loud just
Yeah.
so people are turning their heads like, "What is that?"
Like like, my Cutlass was so loud, like, I'd be in a parking lot, and if somebody was getting into the car next to me, I would wait until they got in because I don't wanna fucking scare them. 'Cause I've done that. Like, I've started that car and set off car alarms and, like, scared people to death
Oh,
with the
it was that
Cutlass.
loud?
Oh, it was that loud. Like,
Oh,
the
man, that's
videos don't do it justice. It was loud.
it would just
I
rumble
mean,
the ground.
it was a high compression 406 running on E85 and, it only had purple horny header mufflers on it. So,
Oh, okay.
it was loud.
Mint.
Like, I was, uh I was at a four-way stoplight. I was sitting at the stoplight just bop ba bop bop, just
Oh,
cammed
yeah.
out. And then I heard something. I'm like, "Well, what in the world? I thought I just heard something." Well, it turns out the car next to me was revving his engine, right? It was a 2000s Mustang, right?
Okay.
2000s? Yeah, it was the model after the Fox bodies, right? The
Okay, so yeah, the more smoother
yeah,
ones, yeah.
yeah, the Saline Mustang, whatever they are, right? It
Yep.
was a white Mustang. The guy was like positioned like this, right? Fucking yeah, except it was, like this, right?
Oh
He
yeah.
he had yeah, he had the sweatshirt, white letters down the sleeve, hat was backwards, hat didn't have this, the flat cap there,
Oh
and
yeah.
it had
Just yeah.
had the shades, you know, and, and he was just, he was like getting ready to, this was Fast and the Furious for him, and I didn't even fucking know the guy was there really until because I thought I heard something. I'm like, I have no idea what that is. Light turns green, all of a sudden I hear, "Er," and then I look next to me, and it's like this guy's trying to go like a bat out of hell. I'm like, oh, that's what's happening. Whoa! I fucking embarrassed the shit out of him. I got up to the next stoplight, looked in the rearview mirror, and he's pulling off. Didn't
He
want to
knows
come
this
sit
is
next
not
to me.
a match that I'm gonna win.
Yeah, it's like he did not want to be sitting at the same stoplight as me after that. Got humbled.
Oh yeah, he got humbled.
He's
But see, the
probably at a
difference between
dealership
you
right
and
now
him,
looking for something.
the difference between you and him is he had to rev his engine up to make it sound all,
Yeah.
calmed out and nice. You're just at the stoplight idling and didn't know he was
I was
there.
just at the stoplight idling, I've already gotten used to the sound at this point in the drive,
Oh
so
yeah.
it's like, what in the world was that sound? I could have swore I heard something. It turns out this guy is a fucking, fucking Brian O'Connor sitting over here.
You're like Dom Toretto just in
Yeah.
here,
That
Yeah.
fucking Brian O'Connor. This
Oh my
fucking
god. Shit.
I do a pretty good Arnold, huh?
You do a good you do a great Arnold, okay? It's the best one I've ever heard.
Well, get down. There's the bomb. Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. What the hell are you doing?
Put that cookie down.
Put the cookie down.
Oh my god. You can nail it. It's like perfect. Oh my god.
That's pretty fun.
You sure
Yeah.
you're not like his brother or something?
No, 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 no. But I could do Arnold, and then I could do. You ever watch Family Guy?
Yep.
Yes. Say, Chris,
Oh god.
you boys like popsicles? I got popsicles down in my cellar.
I don't know if I'd be proud of that one.
Yeah, so I could use this strapping young man to help me out around the house.
Oh
No,
my
no
god.
offense, Herbert, but I'm a 17-year-old girl and I don't need you here. Well, no offense, Mac, but you're a 17-year-old girl and I don't need you here.
That is freaky. You're so good at that. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I wouldn't know the
I,
difference. That's like, wow.
Uh, before I was a manager, I used to be able to have fun with that cast. Yeah, I dropped something on the floor, right? Like, drop some fucking, well, whatever it was on the floor. I say, hey, she mind bending over and spitting on this for me?
Oh, shit. That's
Sweet. Yeah, okay. They go to grab it. Sweet Jesus.
oh my god. That is
I
crazy.
can't do
I
that
if you
stuff
had them
anymore.
side by side, you and him, like the actual voice actor, I wouldn't know the difference. They're just so close.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at that one.
Even the Arnold one, I don't know. If you guys were side by side, I don't know if I'd know the difference. You sound very similar.
Ah, Dylan, we need to go to Basel Beach. Had to go get fucking jacked.
I don't know what came to you when you decided to make that rabbit video, but that's 2 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
I was just sitting in the chair and I was just like, I gotta do something for April Fools. I just don't know what. I just wait. Me and Tom got uh we got one coming, right? But we weren't gonna get it done in time for the April Fools. It's just like, what the fuck could I do? It's like I could put a fucking rabbit's head on fucking cause well, did you watch God, I did a video where I put Fat Albert's pants on Sylvester Stallone, right? Yeah.
I get
Well,
I get the picture.
it was a carburetor sizing video, right?
Okay.
And I was trying to explain the CFM, like just because you put 850 CFM carburetor on the motor doesn't mean the motor's going to accept
Hmm.
850 CFM. If you put Fat Albert's pants on Sylvester Stallone, it does not mean Sylvester Stallone could use the whole occupying room of Fat Albert's pants. So
Yes. So you dumbed it down.
I
Everybody
dumped her down.
understands
Yeah,
now.
that's what I tried to dumb her down a little bit.
Yep, that did her.
Yeah, me and Tom are gonna go stop this winter. One way or another, we are stopping this winter. You catch my drift. Be waiting for that video to come out.
All right. That
Fucking go.
is. Hey.
We're gonna go kill Jack Frost. That's the plot line.
Okay. Very
Uh,
good.
I gotta think of something while I'm at work.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're sitting
Yeah,
down, it's like I could text and go on the internet and watch stupid videos, but I can come up with better ideas.
I'm just mindlessly putting up fucking salads on a shelf. It's like, you know what? I bet you we could do this.
Yeah, exactly. I can turn this into something productive.
Yeah, that's right. Try to get some laughs out there.
Well, you certainly did for me when I heard the Arnold on the bunny. God, I
I,
almost fell off
I
the floor.
I really wanted to go with the shock and awe. It's like the Easter Bunny. How's it going, Mister Bunny? What the hell did you say to me, you little shit?
I just was not
Whoa.
expecting it. I was like, what the fuck? What did he smoke?
That's not the Easter Bunny. That's the Easter Rabbit.
Yeah, that's not the one that I grew up with.
What the heck? It's like,
God.
I cannot stand it, Bunny, going around leaving eggs filled with chocolate. And you know what I do? I go around, I leave dumbbells so you can be poor like me. I don't I don't bother to hide that shit either, because you don't need one step in between you and getting fucking Uh,
God. It was like, what the hell did he get into? When I seen that, I was just like, what?
it was it was just I had the idea, it's like, "Okay, let's see if I can make that happen." And I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. That
Yeah.
was funny. Just was not expecting the camera to make that transition, and then there's like a jacked fucking Easter bunny standing right here.
Fucking
Oh God.
steroided son of a bitch.
Oh yes. Yep. Oh
You
boy.
lift you want to know how much I lift? Yeah, lift this. Holy shit.
Yeah. Bam.
Fucking end the video. Uh,
Got
yeah,
time to clean him up after.
yeah, yeah, they had to get Tom to clean her up afterwards. I gotta come up with a video to do my Herbert voice then. That'd be funny.
Oh God, be careful with that one.
Yeah.
It's a
Or I
good way
could
to
do,
get yourself demonetized.
look, if the rabbit didn't demonetize me, I don't know what will at this
Yeah,
point.
I think a lot of it's just there to scare you at this point. It doesn't seem like it actually affects anyone.
Yeah, like the one video, like I thought to myself, it's like, okay, it's gonna be Easter. No way is this getting monetized. Oh, just fine. It's like,
Just
oh
fine.
my god, really? Okay. Did you watch it?
Yeah,
They
it's like
probably
I don't
just like
understand it.
I interviewed the Easter bunnies. Oh, that sounds innocent. Fuck it. We'll put some, holiday ads on top of that.
Yes.
Just fucking before the video, just like happy little bunny leaving fucking eggs, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
the Cadbury
what the
bunny
fuck
guy.
did you say to me?
It's like how? Like the YouTube algorithm makes zero sense.
Yeah,
It
it
really
doesn't make
does.
any sense.
Makes
No.
none. Ludicrous.
Sweet sassafras. that that new paper boy went and done broke my sternum. I could do Shaggy okay too. Scooby Doo Shaggy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like what's it?
It's here.
like like Scoob.
Oh my
Looks
god.
like we got a mystery on our hands, Scoob.
Yeah, I think you missed your calling.
I might have. I gotta do something with that too. Fucking
Side
just
hustle.
just animate
Good.
me like in the mystery machine.
Yeah,
With Shaggy.
exactly. Yes. That is creepy.
yeah, I should just be like I should like do cutaways like the Family Guy does, like in the middle of my videos.
Yes.
Just be like,
Yes.
yeah,
You
this
do.
shit's fucking yeah, this is more annoying than the time I had to help the fucking mystery crew solve a mystery. Fucking Fred, yeah, just get like them in there, like there he is, gang. Like I don't want to go over there, Fred. It's like I got this.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man? It's like, why? I got him. I got him. Like, it's just a guy in a mask, man. What? I,
Excuse
you,
me.
you thought, like, nobody actually thinks he's a ghost, dude. Oh, shit.
Yeah, their cutaways. Oh man, some of them are so funny. They'll have you on the floor rolling around.
Yeah.
They're so bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God damn, I'm losing daylight here.
It's already dark here.
Yeah, it gets dark, man. Here we go. Bam. I
Bam,
got
let there be
it.
light.
Let's see. Here we go. Lean on my leaning post here, my engine. Someday this will be complete. I don't know when, but eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
You'll get her done.
It looks good.
It does look good. She's shiny.
She's shiny, yeah. My
So
favorite
what
part of the back covers,
excuse me. Oh yeah, look at that.
the stickers. So what'd you
Well,
say?
wait, if that thing gets hot though, won't they burn off?
I don't think so. I had stickers on the Cutlass one, but
Okay.
the only one I'm worried about is the hot rod sticker here. Because that one's kind of like paper-y. These other ones are vinyl, so I'm
Okay.
not worried about the vinyl.
Next thing you know, there's like a small little fire on there because the sticker cut
Yeah,
up.
it'll burn itself off.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
More
I'll put
throttle.
I'll put cork gaskets under it. That's it'll block the heat.
Yeah, it looks good though. What cubic inch is that thing?
Well, it's currently doesn't have one yet.
Oh, right, because
This
you said
is
you got the
this is the
crankshaft. Yeah.
stock. Yeah, that's the stock crank. That's my stroker crank that we're gonna go with.
Okay.
It's the 331 stroker crank, but it's only 331 if this is board 30 over, which it's not. It's standard bore,
Okay.
which has really been the like prime cause of my frustration because I had the option to bore it out, but it was like $250 to do it while it was getting machined. I'm like, nah, just keep it standard. It'll be fine. But then I go to like assemble it. If I would have bored it out to begin with, I could have just ordered a stroker kit and it would have just plugged right in with everything in it. But
Yeah.
now I'm piecing together stuff. So
Yeah. It's there's a lot of it's like 6%. The last live stream you guys did, I was asking about. I think it was a 360, the FE, and
yeah,
there's like 100 different rebuild kits and like like performance parts you can get. It's really surprising actually.
yeah, right.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
so, it's so. I mean, so the actual if I keep it standard, it'll be a 327 stroker.
Okay.
Which I mean,
Hey, that's still wicked.
327
That is
could be a clickbait
58.
title. You know?
I mean, she'll peel some rubber.
Oh yeah, yeah, it'll go pretty good. I I mean, really, the thing I am most excited for is getting the 289 going with the nitrous, and and
Yeah.
like I gotta get rid of all this stupid snow we got. Like, look at this. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see here. Like this is currently my backyard, right? Let's see. Can you? I don't
Oh,
know.
excuse me.
Yeah, I mean it's like
Okay, yeah, it's some snow out there.
it's like a solid foot of snow just you know everywhere.
Are you gonna be mad if I tell you something?
What?
There's like not a flake here.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Come and take mine.
Like there's like nothing here.
I'm supposed to have another snow. We're in another winter storm watch warning, whatever it is now. Supposed to get like 11 to 12 inches.
Oh my god.
Next week supposedly is going to be in the 40s though.
Oh,
Hopefully.
well, it's starting to get warmer. Like it's always hot, cold, right?
Well, nah, it's just kind of been cold here, but
Oh, that's
I
how it is.
mean,
It's always just
yeah,
hot, cold.
yeah. Oh man, there's my setup. This is what you are living on during the live stream, held together with zip ties.
Zip ties and duct tape fix all. Okay.
Well, that's what my throttle cable is just a zip tie. I don't think
What?
people I don't think
That's
people have
good.
realized that yet.
I haven't realized that, but that's good. But what happens when it breaks?
It hasn't yet, and I've stomped the thing. Yeah, and if it breaks, well, I got a whole thing of zip ties with me. I mean,
Well, I guess it'll just return back to idle if it breaks. It won't be stuck open
yeah, it won't get stuck open.
because it's
But
got a.
if you think about it, though, right, the zip ties are actually a pro move because when you're doing carburetor spacers and changing things around, right? Well,
Hmm.
the distance between your linkage changes as the geometry changes,
Oh yeah.
right? Well, the zip tie is ever adjustable. You just cut that one off and you put a new one on. You know, and, yep, that opens all the way.
Oh yeah. Either that or mechanics wire. Just,
Yeah.
I've seen that too. People use
Well,
mechanics wire zip ties. That stuff's
yeah.
pretty good too.
Well, I did try to do the right thing. Like I tried to make, and I did make a couple of uh, throttle rods, to put in there, but
Yeah.
it would stick wide open throttle.
Well, that's no good. That's dangerous.
I didn't know what it was. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you go to floor, it sticks down the floor. You have to get your foot up underneath it and yank
Yeah.
it back up.
Can't have that.
The zip tie don't do that. So I mean, clearly it's a
Hey,
sign.
if it's fixed, it's fixed.
It's fixed, right? I, I don't know if it'll pass. I wonder if they'll pass.
Hey, I bet you
Titanium
10 bucks. They wouldn't even notice.
They might not know. It's not something you often look for. Uh,
No, because they're
it,
just gonna open the hood and just look at it and just give it a once over. They're not gonna be really picking through
uh,
it. I bet you they
uh,
won't even notice.
hopefully, they next year they will have rules for the next No Name Nationals put in place because of us. I guarantee
Oh,
you.
oh
Guarantee you,
yes.
there will be rules. No zip tie throttle cables. Can't do that. You can't fucking. Oh,
Yep. You're gonna break all the rules and then create some more.
yeah, they'll create a whole rule book on
Oh
things.
yeah, you watch.
No doing wheelies with the U-Haul in stage lanes.
Is this something you're actually gonna do? Are you actually gonna put a U-Haul down the track?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
We're
you're
rent
actually gonna do this?
rented U-Haul. It's going to happen. It has to happen now.
Well, it's
I
got to.
mean,
Be time.
there's no
Like,
turning back. I mean, the potatoes we're backpedaling on simply because it's not a possibility.
hmm.
We can easily rent a U-Haul. I mean, it's happening. We're going to camp in the U-Haul. I mean, it's
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
yeah. And then we're going to return the U-Haul with the stickers still on it and the number on the window and see what the reaction is. Because I
Hopefully it
think that
makes
would
it.
be
Hopefully you
hilarious.
don't break it or something. Oh
What's that? I gotta grab my phone is dying. Oh, there we go. Phone cable. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be hilarious.
yeah, it
And,
will be. You watch. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be epic. That's what you're gonna call that, epic.
yeah, oh, it's definitely gonna be epic. Oh, right over here. This will work.
I don't think
Um,
we're gonna have one when we move. I wish we were because I could tell you like what throttle response and everything's like. I'd let you know, but I don't think we're gonna have one.
oh, we're gonna rent them. When the snow's gone, we're gonna rent them and do some testing to them. So it's gonna happen.
I think they're only rear wheel drive, so I best make sure that the weather's good outside.
Oh yeah. Why am I? Oh, maybe you don't work. Maybe you work. What? Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties. Got her.
Need zip ties.
Got her. Oh, what am I doing? I am a total noob.
Noob.
Well,
What
yeah,
is it?
I upgraded. I got the selfie stick now.
Oh, you got a selfie. Oh, look at
I
that.
no, I am now a professional. Really, I mean, if you
Oh
think about,
yeah.
it, I got to install you in the old selfie
When
stick.
you see Dan with his selfie stick, you know that's a professional production right there.
Well, well, technically, it's far more professionally produced than anything I've done yet so far. Yeah, see, look at that.
See, look
So
at
much
that. It's
better.
perfect. Perfect angle. You're just
Ah,
far enough from the camera.
You know, I don't want to admit it sometimes, but I am damn good.
Oh dear. I gotta ask, what do you use for editing software for your videos?
Oh, it's V V something V. Why can't I remember what it's called now? Viva Video. I think it's
Viva
Viva
Video.
Video.
Okay.
It just literally, I mean, if you do it on your phone, just go to your Google Play Store, type in Viva Video. I mean, I think they have a free version, but the paid version is like, I think it's like $40 for life right
Oh,
now.
oh,
So
that's perfect. I
yeah,
was I had one called Splice, and I was paying like $13 a month for it. It was or a
oh,
week actually. I think it was. It was way too much. It was like,
way too much. Yeah, no. And they just updated. Like I'm still trying to get used to their update. Like, they they got all kinds of fancy stuff on there now. I don't even know how to utilize quite yet, but I'm trying.
technical
But I haven't
difficulties. Stand by.
I have a green screen, like,
Oh, you do.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so I wanna do I wanna do the one where I'm helping out 6% recycled on his Chandler, just, like, sitting there like, "Hey, you got any more duct tape?"
Yes, just edit yourself into it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
yeah. I just want to edit myself into people's videos. Just be like,
Yeah, I like the
holy
dumb
shit.
moments, like when they drop or do something really stupid. You could be there
Yeah,
just to be like, "You idiot."
yeah. Just like, yeah, goddamn, I could fucking weld better. Give me the damn welder guy.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
think that'd be hilarious
that would
too.
be hilarious. Those would be good skits. People do that a lot, like with different things, and they're really funny.
Yeah.
I crack out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, I used to post and I will once the summertime comes that I can get the car out. But I used to do like, informational shit, like, where I tried to teach something, but then I ran out of shit to teach. So now I'm just trying to fucking at least make people laugh. 'Cause that's all I got left.
That's
But I
kind of
have
where
exhausted my mechanical knowledge.
that's kind of where I got to because I put up one video because I was thinking, oh, this thing is gonna be neat. I'm gonna need to do a lot of repairs on this thing because it's old, it's
Yeah.
crusty, but it never broke ever again. Nothing ever went wrong with it, so I had no more videos to do on it again.
I see you sure got something new.
Yeah, exactly. I need to get something new,
But
and
then
then
you wouldn't have been
we're
able to
moving.
figure out how to repair it.
Yeah, I that's why I said I think it. Well, not only that, but I feel like there's probably other people curious. What is it like to daily drive a 50-year-old vehicle, for example? So I figured it'd
Mhm.
be kind of cool for me, the dumb guy, to figure it out.
Well, I mean, it's a whole I mean, it's a whole nother feel. I want to do a video kind of like that too. Like I want to like I want to get Tom or somebody, right? I want to
Yeah,
blindfold him, right? Just to make this point like completely evident. I want to
yeah,
blindfold him. And I want to like go to like a car lot and get into like a Prius, go around with him blindfolded,
yep.
get into like a new Charger, right, or something, go around with him blindfolded, and then get into the Mustang, go around blindfolded, right? It's like which one, had the most, yeah, which one was the, what? And clearly he'd be like, well, clearly it was, the old car I could feel, everything in.
Oh yeah.
It's like I couldn't really tell the difference between the Prius and the new Charger. It's like, that's what I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, these new cars. I mean, they pretty much well, they do. They drive themselves. I mean,
Yeah.
when you drive an old car, it's there. I have never done it, but I know this just because of everybody I watch and who has one. You
Yeah.
operate it. You don't drive it. You operate it.
That's right.
You're slamming gears. You know, you got some of
Mammon
them
gear.
no power steering. It is you're
Oh yeah.
all
It,
hands on deck.
You are one with the vehicle. I mean, you can
Oh yeah.
feel the whole thing shaking,
Hmm.
with the camshaft, and that's the best damn part right there. That's why I can't. It boggles my mind that 6% junkyard are like, yeah, but on a really long road trip, I want nice quiet exhaust. It's like, what the fuck you driving the old car then for? Go
Yeah,
get in,
exactly.
go
Like,
rent
why are you doing a
something.
Chandler project, and why do you have a six banger Mustang?
Yeah, it's like I want to like experience the cam and the whole thing. Like that's the whole point, is to experience, be there, right?
That brings me
Yeah.
to another point. Who the hell buys a six-cylinder Mustang?
Well, granted, I mean, a lot of Mustangs were 6 cylinders. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean, they came. I mean, that was the base option. Then you could
Oh,
like upgrade to get the V8s and stuff. But they're cheaper, obviously, because they're less desirable. So
yes. Hmm.
easier to get your hands on. And really, I think he should. And I think he is. I think he should hot rod the 6 cylinder because that's unique, right?
Hmm.
Everybody's got a V8. I got a V8 Mustang. Make the 6 cylinder Mustang fast.
Yeah, because it could be done. Those what is
It
it?
could
What
be
is it? A
done.
300 or a
I think it's a
I don't know
three.
what
No,
300 is.
no, I don't think it's a 300 now. I think it's a two. It's a two
Oh, it's a
something.
two two.
Two. I'm not
T.
familiar with the six.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
know there's two
yeah,
six cylinders Ford had, and they're both like indestructible. I know that. So
yeah, yeah. I don't think he's got the 300. I think he's got the other one. I think
okay,
because I think I asked him that once, and that was his response. But
still
yeah,
it's still
I think
cool.
that'd be cool. I think he throws some nitrous at it. Go.
I always worry. Uh, Something I wanted to ask you is you're gonna put nitrous into your all. Is that the stock engine in your Mustang, or did you put that in there?
No, somebody put it in there. I don't think
Okay,
it's the original because it's a mixed match. And it's got 302 heads. It's got
okay.
the I think it's 30 over. I have no idea what that motor is.
It just
So
works. I know
it
that.
just it fires up. It's worn out. I mean, the rings are probably gone in the thing because it burns oil.
Mm.
Like, to be honest, I haven't changed the oil in a while. I just keep adding more in, right?
It's self
Like,
changing.
no,
You
I'll
just
throw
add
yeah.
it.
Like, it it's worn down to the point where the maintenance is kinda like, I don't have an air filter on it because it ain't getting any worse. The camshaft might be going out on it. I don't know. I hear a lifter tick, sometimes.
Mm.
That's why I'm building this motor because this is gonna be the nice one. But I'm still gonna see what I can manage to do with that thing, right? I mean,
Yeah,
if I can make the worn out 289 lay down some numbers in that car, then that'd be kinda cool with an open diff.
oh, open it. Oh, okay.
It's got an open diff in it. I changed the gear. It was a 280. Now it's a 355 gear, but it's still open diff. But I can spin both tires because I tuned the rear suspension up,
Right. Okay.
slapper bars and whatnot.
Yeah. So she's not just a one wheel peel. She'll do both. All
It does both now,
right.
which
That's
that
pretty
in
cool.
of itself I thought was really cool. You know,
Well, for a worn out whatever it was you said engine, yeah.
yeah.
I mean that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, just the fact that I got the open diff to spin both tires like consistently. Because
Yeah.
whenever you think open diff, you automatically think, oh, it's just a one wheel peel, no fixing
Mm.
that. Like, no, you could fix it, and if you do, right, I mean, then you have all the benefits of a true track without spending the $900 for a true track, you know?
Yeah.
Because the only reason you have a true track is so you can have performance like a, uh spool. Have a performance like a spool. A spool is just where the two axles are locked together, right? So they're
Okay.
always.
Constantly locked. Yeah.
But you want it to not be locked going around corners because this wheel doesn't rotate as many times as that wheel going around a
Yeah.
corner. That's why you spend big monies on a true track is so that you can have that option, right? Or a limited slip or whatever,
Yeah.
go try to find. Well, I mean, if you can make the open diff spin both wheels off the line, what the hell do you need all
Yeah.
that fancy
Exactly.
rigmarole for?
Yeah. I mean, you did it, so obviously it's possible, and
Exactly.
I mean, if
Yeah.
somebody, I mean, you could still have technically, you could still have a really big motor. So say you could put like I don't know a big block, I don't know 460 into something. Let's just say that for example, a real big
Right.
souped up engine. You could still like with an open differential. You've just told me you proved it that you could still have both tires spinning.
Well, the old slingshot dragsters, the front engine dragsters, they had open differentials in the beginning. That's what they wanted because when you locked the two rears together on something like that, it was too hard to
Mm,
control going down the
yeah,
track. Whereas if you had an open diff, you could pedal it more because it wouldn't fishtail going down the track
yeah, exactly.
because one tire would gain traction, the other tire would, and it would even itself out.
Yeah, it's kind of like
But
traction control.
yeah, but the only problem was the spider gears, the planetary gears, were not strong enough to hold up to the power those things are making. That's the only
Oh,
reason they started locking them out is because they couldn't make the planetaries last, and they would come
couldn't
up and like take your gonads off, right? Because you sat on top of the differential. Like, the differential was your seat in those
Oh.
things. So when they exploded,
Well,
hopefully you had your
how
children
about
all.
manhood?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it's like like the race with Bottle Rocket and Casper, right?
Yep.
Everybody, a lot of people want Uncle Tony to win. I want Uncle Tony to win because he's the underdog,
Yeah.
right? You know, he took a 318, shot nitrous into it, built the
318. Okay.
car, and he was able to win $5,000.25.
There you go.
Against Andy's $20,000 Hemi-headed small block stroker Ford tunnel ram Dominator thing, you know,
Thing. Yes.
thing, yeah. Which I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Andy's car.
Super. Yeah.
Andy's
Super
awesome
cool.
guy. It's a badass fucking
Oh
machine.
yeah.
But you don't bet against Uncle Tony when there's $5,000 on the line. He's an old man. He was drag racing back in the day.
He
He's
knows. He
got
knows what
something
he's
up
doing.
his sleeve. You know,
Man, I'm surprised
but
the 318 could hold up to nitrous, man. That is pretty cool. That is.
uh,
I always worry about that. Like, if you put nitrous into an engine like that, like, how well does it handle this? Like, are you gonna throw a rod or
well,
like?
you know, so really the biggest thing with nitrous, if you're gonna do nitri, if you're gonna spray a lot of nitrous, you want to take the pistons out, take the rings off, and then file the ring gap bigger. That's your biggest thing. Because with nitrous is more heat, right?
Mm-hmm.
These ring gaps they were gapped to operate at a certain level,
Yep.
whatever. But when you introduce more heat, the metal expands more. And if the metal expands to the point where the ring gap touches, then it has nowhere else to go except buckle. And when it buckles, it breaks the head of the piston. That's the number one failure with, nitrous, running lean
Right.
or whatever, and you break the top of the piston or you run lean and you melt the piston.
Well, yeah,
But
that could work. That could happen too. Yeah.
that could work too. But really, the nitrous plate, it adds both fuel and nitrous.
Okay.
So, I mean, as long as you have the plate set right and, you have it, uh, depending on your intake manifold, the distribution within it, which really nitrous actually helps distribution because you're fogging uh, how to explain it? So the intake manifold uh, has a certain amount of volume and it's,
Mm-hmm.
drawing gas through and whatnot. And then each cylinder is pulling a little bit out of the plenum and all this and that, right? Well, if you're fogging it down with nitrous oxide and just blasting, at a high rate because the nitrous expands and it, you know, throughout the
Yeah.
whole intake, well, it's shoving all the mixtures more evenly into all the cylinders because there's more of it essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
So each
So.
cylinder
um,
can grab, one cylinder is less likely to get more and then less and because it's just evenly spreading it out. So
That makes sense. Yeah. So
yeah,
really, if you have it set up properly, then you should be okay.
yeah. I mean, as long as you have the right jets in the nitrous plate,
Mm-hmm.
essentially all it's doing is just adding whatever on top of the normal motor. So
Okay.
yeah, as long as you don't have distribution issues now, there's no reason you should on nitrous, right? Like if
Yeah.
your engine is running good now, then adding the proper nitrous plate on top of it shouldn't affect anything. All you have to worry about is, you know, making sure you don't go lean, making sure you don't, file your ring gap. But in my case, I'm not going to. So you don't. So I'm just going to run start with a 50 shot, go to a 100 shot, and probably end with a 150 shot. 150 is probably about maximum without doing anything with the ring gap. And really, I'm thinking those rings are probably worn to the point where the gap
You got room.
gapped itself, at this point, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Yeah.
nitrous doesn't kill motors, people do because they don't
Okay.
set it up right, right?
But yeah, because you'll hear the horror stories,
Oh,
pistons going flying and
yeah.
everything, just devastating failures.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but people have devastating failures going naturally aspirated too. When they
Oh yeah,
just
they do.
melt
Oh
the piston, or I mean, there's catastrophic failures everywhere. Everybody's got a story of it. It's just some stories get yelled louder than others because it
yep.
really hurt. What? Because they had a scapegoat. Nitrous was the scapegoat. A story is more told when you have something to blame it on, other than yourself, right?
Yes. Yeah. There. Yeah.
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 See?
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
so true.
So I'm really excited to go and put nitrous on that 289 and get my Kraggers, my front runners. I want
Oh,
those
look at
on there.
those crackers.
I love Kraggers. I mean, they're heavy. I could have went with center lines or some aluminum wheel and got it lighter, but it's like, you know, with a hot rod's not a drag car.
Hmm.
A hot rod is street and strip. A hot rod, sometimes you sacrifice all out performance for just sheer pleasure. You know.
Well, those are also going to look really, really period correct on that car
Oh,
too.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I love the way the car kind of looks. Or like I got that picture hanging up there. I love that picture of the car.
It is a nice car. It sits well too. It's got a little bit of a
Yeah,
stance. It's
got
nice.
the
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I want her just a titch high, and this will do it because they're a little taller tire. So I just want just a titch higher. So I'm trying to go for the 70s, 60s pro stock, right?
Yeah.
And they set up nice and high, and they have all that body, transfer like
Yeah.
Bottle Rocket.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. You want it to look. I think yeah, it's cool when something looks period correct. Like when when they used to hot rod cars. You're kind of going for that look. I think that's really cool. Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely going for that look. And eventually I'm gonna put that in my
You're the shifter.
crazy shifter.
That is awesome. Okay, that would just make it so easy. I
Oh,
mean,
well,
you
it
can't
kind of
miss a
does.
gear. I mean, you just
It,
clutch, bam. It's like
yeah,
so easy.
it's just well, yeah, it's an automatic, so
Oh,
hey,
it's an automatic. Oh,
it's an automatic.
oh, I didn't
It
realize that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, the car is a C4 automatic,
Oh, it's
three
oh,
stage.
okay. Well, still C4. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah. But
still
yeah,
like it.
I think that'll be. I'm gonna take the aluminum and I'm gonna like metal turn it. Like the old vintage, metal turned.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I know
Yeah,
about this vintage stuff.
gonna do that. I might do something with the handles, kind of make them look a little, or the sticks, make them look a little spunkier. Then I want red, white, and blue for my shift knobs. Just because America,
America.
'cause America. It'll match my tack that I have sitting up there. My red, white, blue tack.
You get a bald eagle on the dash too, or
No, no bald eagle on the dash.
yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, it should look all right.
That shifter is gonna be really neat in the Mustang. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it turns out for you. That'll be really cool. It's a really neat project.
Yeah, I hate installing shifters. I really do. I this is that will be the fourth one that I've had in the car. Because every time I do a shifter, right? I mean, I wanted to get rid of these stock ones, so then I got the
Mhm.
Hurst quarter stick, with the handle there, the lever
Yep.
handle you pull. Well, then I got tired of that because I got tired of I wanted to just kind of look like a manual at that
Hmm.
point. So then I got a Hurst Promatic 2 is what it's called. It's a ratchet shifter.
Okay.
Well, then I got really sick and tired of the ratcheting effect, right? because
Right.
in order like trying to park, right? Because it's manual steering. Trying to
Oh.
park, you go a little bit, and then it
Click, click,
reverse,
click, click. Yeah.
click, 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 click.
Yeah, I can
Try to
see that
fucking park the
pain.
thing. It's like, no, I just want to go from, you know, be
Yep.
done. So then I got the first Promatic or the B&M Unimatic, which is in it now.
Okay.
So I got that, and that works out fine. It works out great. It's exactly what I wanted. But then I wanted to like customize the stick and the shift knob a little bit. So I cut the stick off of the shifter. I drilled two holes in it. That way I could put any manual shifter stick on it that I wanted so I could customize it. So then I
Oh,
did
okay.
that.
Yeah.
And then so then I got it exactly the way I wanted. The only problem is now that I have what I want, I realize that's not really what I want because now I'm a poser. Because anybody looks in there and goes, "Whoa, it's a manual, huh?" It's like, no, it's an automatic. Because it looks just like a manual, which is what I wanted. But now that I have it, it's like, oh shit, now
Now it's shameful. Now it's
it's
like
like, yeah, now it's shameful, right? Now it's like, oh no, now I'm a poser. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that now.
that's no
I'm
good.
going with that funky. Now they're not gonna look in there and go, "Oh, it's a manual, huh?" They're gonna look in there and be like, "What the fuck is that?"
The fuck is
You
that
know,
thing?
yeah. And that's a way better reaction.
Yeah, that's the bad reaction. That's like the anti-theft device. When somebody tries to steal
Yeah,
your car, it just won't be able to be done. They won't know how
yeah,
to do
yeah.
it.
They won't be able to do it. I want to do a video. I want to do a video of how to get your first car, right? I want to do a how to get your first car video. Well, first, what you do is you go and you find, if it's your first one, you want it to be a little older because it'll be easier to work on. Then you open up the hood. Yeah, you can find them at any parking lot, really, in the summertime. You open up the hood, and this junction right here, you just jump those wires together, and it'll start the car, right? Yeah, you're stealing a car. How to get your first car? It's just me
Yeah.
stealing the Mustang, right? I
Well,
think
yeah,
that'd
because
be
on
funny.
Fords, the solenoid is like right there on the fender,
Yeah,
and you can just put
it's right
a
there.
spanner
Yeah,
across there or any piece of wire, and you can
yeah.
start them.
It all you need is you need something to jump that, and then you
Yep.
just need one wire going from the positive of the battery to the positive of the coil,
Hmm.
because that will simulate the key being on. Because
Yeah.
you can crank it by just doing that, but it won't like run because the key's not on. So
No
that will
ignition.
like turn the key on. The alternator won't charge while it's doing that, but you don't need that to get where
Yeah.
you're going. But yeah, literally just like and I'll roll up my driver's side window. I can literally just grab the window and just push it down from the outside because it's old. Just you know?
I don't know if people were more honest one time or something. Like the cars then were so easy to break into. Seriously.
Well, that's why I take the coil wire with me whenever I go in anywhere. So
Okay. Yeah.
if they wanted to steal the car, they would have had to have brought a coil wire with them, which I don't
Yeah.
think anyone's gonna do anymore. Back in the
Probably
day,
not.
they probably, but not anymore. So they would have
Well.
had to flat tow it, and I
Yeah.
got a GPS thing on it too, underneath, just a little GPS box I can track with my
Oh.
phone.
Yeah.
So, go,
I don't think you'll have any troubles anyway.
yeah, go ahead, try to steal it. I'll come with my 45 Colt, my Bowie knife, and Tom, and we'll come get it back. Nice car you got there,
Yeah.
or nice car you got there. Be ashamed. It happened to be mine.
Oh god, yeah. Everybody would fear you if you used that voice and showed up with your revolver at the door, your Bowie knife.
Or
It's like
walking.
your brother. He's perfect because you guys are like the ultimate combo. You murder, he cleans it up. Nobody knows.
Exactly. Fucking kick open the door, fucking guns blazing, like, Shoebox fucked right on top. Shoebox made a big mistake. Fucking just confuse them before.
Yeah, just confuse them. Like what?
Like,
Kapow!
yeah, uh, uh, again, 6% would probably be shaking his head at this
Oh
conversation.
yeah, he would have just left at this point.
They just don't get her sometimes. They
Hasn't seen the
don't.
light.
They just don't. They haven't seen the light yet. Holy shyster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you play guitar, huh? Hey, there she is.
I'm
You ready for this battle?
gonna lose, you know that, right?
Okay. Tom's not sure about the battle of the bands concept. I'm
That's
thinking
okay. We can just
I
have.
think it would be kind of funny, right? To
Mm,
like, just test out playing with each other this live stream. But I think it would be funny to have like a dedicated come battle me, live stream where we just battle different YouTubers on a live stream. Or, battle of the content creators.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, yeah. If he wanted
Yeah.
to do it, I wouldn't care. Even though I know I'd probably lose anyway, but it's all right.
I mean, I think
He's
we'll
really
just
good.
test out the fact, because like there doesn't seem to be really much delay at all between us. So I'm
Well, it's
curious to
almost like you're
see
sat here in the room with me, so
exactly which playing music together. That was one concern I had was like, okay, is there going to be a delay? Like, how can we do that? But it's perfect right
it's
now.
pretty much
So
as good as it can be.
yeah, I mean, we could really get some good stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Oh God. The next it's not well, obviously it's not today, but I think next Monday we're doing the epic live thing again with Junkyard and all them.
Okay.
We gotta come up with something because last one was a complete failure. Were you in on that one?
I
Were
was,
you
yeah, I was in
you
on that, yeah.
you couldn't hear anything, could you?
I
Like any of the
It was
video?
some of it was okay, and some of it was,
It was complete just
got
sitting
it.
there sitting there watching 6% silent video. It's
Yeah,
like,
it was all right.
oh,
Yeah, it was all right. I
and
mean,
the
it's hard
thumbnail
to
was
come up
so
with.
good. The thumbnail was so good too, and we did not live up to the hype.
I know. I thought you guys were in a. Yeah, it was the throwback one, right? It was the
It
last
was
one,
a
I believe.
throwback one,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Had me with the mustache. Did you know who
Oh,
everybody was?
don't worry. I knew who you were as soon as I looked at the photo.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't have the beer. I had the.
I was like the only guy that would have a mustache.
Yeah. Then Tom was all the way at the other end with his fucking hippy dippy
Yeah, he
hair.
had his hippie hair. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, his
Oh
hippie
yeah.
hair.
And then Junkyard. Man, Junkyard looks a lot different now. Holy.
Yeah, he did. Well, 6% looks a lot
He
different. He was
the
right
two
there
of
in the
them
middle.
look really different.
Way different. Witty's exactly the same. He
Yeah, he looks. Yeah, he's
he looks
the
just the same.
same. Some people age like crazy, and others are just like you don't even know it.
Yeah,
Same
I
as
know.
20 years ago.
See, that junkyard in that picture looked like a guy who could do a road trip with a cammed out vehicle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him, but it's like that junkyard would have been totally fine driving cross country in the Cutlass, all right?
No, I'll tell you
Look
what.
at him.
I'll tell you what happened to him. He got married.
Yeah, that'll do her.
Yep. I
That'll do her.
couldn't hear the exhaust anymore.
So it literally became a thing, like in the Discord chat, just going back and forth about it. It's just like I cannot believe you people,
They
but
were not having
they
it.
were they were. They were trying to make me out to being like this oddball 70-year-old man, you know.
Yeah,
Which, you know, fair enough.
50% was really going hard on you. He did not. He didn't like that.
Oh, he did like that at all.
You can definitely tell he really likes his EFI and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, he's the new he's the techie guy. But
He's the
it's
tech guy, yeah.
it's fine now. I I have more than enough old school stuff just lying around to make up for him.
Yep, me too. They might not be car parts, but yep, me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Jeez, we've been on here for 80 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't feel that long.
I
Just been
know.
fucking nonstop talking,
It's the same thing with the live streams. It just time flies. 2 hours goes by and it's like, what the hell?
right? See, and I think, like me and Tom's live streams, we don't have a plan really, we just get on there and we just let whatever happens happen. Whatever avenue of talking points we go down, it just kind of happens.
Well, I mean,
We're
it
like,
is.
yeah,
It's
like
common.
we're like, yeah, like with the epic lives, with all of us on, like, we're trying to like do these topics and like have an actual structure and stuff, and it's like we like the first one we had like multiple topics, and then we were like, well, we couldn't stick to any of those, let's just do one topic. So then we went to the carburetor thing, and we couldn't stick on the carburetor.
You guys couldn't
Oh,
stand that at all.
couldn't
I
stick
mean,
on
I,
that.
I
It's like,
learned some things and got some, stories, but the rest of it
yeah,
was just like
yeah,
all over
yeah.
the
It
place.
just evolved into just, but I really think the I really think the people are just coming to listen to the band. Like that's the whole point, is to listen to the banter. Like I don't think anyone's coming to these lives to like with a pencil and paper learning
No.
anything. I think
Well,
they're
I'm
just
not.
there to be just entertained.
If you want a live stream for pencil and paper, I don't think this is the one for you.
This ain't the one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do not try these things at home, children. I
You want to learn how to
mean,
be a goofball and have a laugh? Yes, this is
yeah.
the one.
Yeah, that's the one. Well, we're going. I mean, we're going to have live streams where we actually learn things, just not useful things. Like we're going to learn how quick is a U-Haul on a back road somewhere, during a live stream. Just it's like, yeah, yeah. I
Yes.
mean, we're going to learn how. You ever hear of sous vide?
Yep.
Sous vide meat, yeah.
Suvi
We're
meat.
gonna
Yep.
have some sous vide meat, and then we'll flamethrower the sear onto it on live stream. Just
Get one of those tiger torches.
yeah, yeah. I got a flamethrower torch thing. Hooked to the propane tank.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. That's the
yeah.
one.
So we'll have a barbecue live stream, just cooking away. Exactly. Like, yeah,
Uh,
that's the kind of stuff I think people are gonna enjoy. Just the complete randomness and just
I
like,
was I seen your brother. He was trying to have a barbecue outside, and we got one. We got a Traeger wood pellet barbecue smoker, whatever you want to call it. I got
yeah.
a piece of dryer hose, and it goes. It's in the garage, and I put a 4-inch hole saw through the side of the
Oh, yeah.
garage, and it's just on the exhaust. It goes right out, so I can barbecue in the garage.
That works. That
It's
works.
it's pretty cool. You don't have it can be
Okay.
blowing Mach 10 out, and you're still you can be inside.
Yeah, getting warm too, because
Yeah, well, I
the
mean the
gas
garage
heat.
isn't heated, but yeah,
Well, I mean the barbecue's heating it up. At least
yep.
you stand next to the barbecue. At least you're
Yeah,
warm now.
yeah, that's right. I think it's a great idea.
I need a barbecue in my life. The problem is I'm in an apartment. I don't have any
Don't have
place
room
to
for
do
it.
barbecue in. But yeah, I mean, hell, I got yelled at just doing the garage burnout. Did you see the garage burnout one?
Yeah, I seen that video. Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets brought up a lot too because you're like the smoke inhaled still
Oh
gets to
yeah,
you.
yeah. Okay. It was literally because I had the camera behind there. I did the burnout. Whoa, I shut the car off. Car's been idling in there for a while. I go right in the back where it's all, just smoke and everything to grab the phone. It's like, oh god, just smoke billowing out of the garage.
And we wonder why. And you wonder why the neighbors don't like you.
They better get used to it. I don't know what to tell 'em. But even then, like I was rewatching the video. It's like both wheels were fucking turning and burning, open diff. It's like got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should make that a
Oh,
color burnt rubber.
burn rubber, right? Oh, shysta.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man. Oh, when are you gonna start making more videos?
Well, I'd say when I get in Alberta. Well, I'm gonna try and record the trip over there because that should be fun. It's gonna be like a week driving there, so I'm
Yeah.
sure something interesting will happen along the way. But
It's,
once I get there, like I said, I get situated. Yeah, I'll have a lot more. I did have a lot here, but moving, I'm selling everything right now. So
well, like literally everything is content. Make shorts of things, right?
that's what I
Because
have been doing.
yeah,
Make sure.
like the shorts is what gets the most view. Put some clickbaity title on it. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Just keep chugging along.
Mm.
I just been putting up shorts of random stuff while I'm waiting for the snow to melt. So I had the fucking $12 a gallon pump gas.
That is crazy. Is that
That
just
was a bit clickbaity.
like the cheap stuff, or like what is pump gas?
Well, to me, pump gas is just any gas you can get out of a pump, right?
Okay, so just normal gas, nothing like special about it. Like,
Well, no, that was it was 110 leaded race fuel.
oh, it was
It,
leaded fuel.
it was leaded fuel. It was
Oh, okay.
110 octane leaded race
Oh,
gas.
well, that's probably
Well,
why it was
because
so expensive then.
that's why it was so expensive. It was satire, right?
I'm
You know,
surprised you guys can still get leaded fuel. I've never seen leaded fuel ever. I don't even
uh,
know if they do that here anymore.
well, it's because I live in Brainerd, and we have a international raceway,
Okay.
NHRA, race, and there's a gas station, VP gas station right there, and they sell it right out of the pump because
But
it's
you kind of
right
got
next
to
to the
if you're
drag
next to a
strip.
spot because those old valve seals and everything. Yeah, I've read about that. I think that's the problem with here. If you don't, it's almost worth tearing apart the engine as soon as you buy something just to replace the seals and stuff. Because imagine if you had. I mean, these things are gas guzzling machines. They're not as good as on gas, especially if you have like a 360 or something. You'd have to put one of those little containers of lead substitute in your gas tank every time. That's like an extra $12 or something like that. It's not
Well, I
cheap.
mean, you don't have to. That's only if you don't have hardened valve seats in your
Hmm.
head. So Uncle Tony would know more about that. I think he said there was some time frame in which they've all, past this point, you don't have to worry about it. I
I
mean,
think
really,
it's
people buy. People spend the big money on the non-oxygenated gas and all this and that. I don't. There's nothing wrong with ethanol gas.
no. I mean,
Uh, it's
it
just
gums up. It is known to gum up carburetors, but just drain your bowls. Just get rid
yeah.
of it first. It's
See,
so easy to do.
I've never had a problem with it myself. I mean, I literally just the car's entire life with us, we never drink. I mean, we just throw it in the garage during the winter and then just start back up, in the spring. And
You know what? I do that too. And
yeah,
to be honest with everything, normally I'll leave gas in it unless it's like a lawnmower or something, and I don't use it very often at all. A couple times I'll do it, but
yeah. Like a
other,
lawnmower carburetor, I can understand a lot because the
yeah,
passages are really
a
small on
lot
that,
smaller.
right?
Yeah.
A lot smaller. But with like this, and then these are vented out into the atmosphere. Usually, that gas will just
Oh yeah,
evaporate.
most of it would just evaporate. Yeah.
It'll just evaporate out. So
Yeah, the bowls are probably dry when after all winter. Once if you were to take off the top of the carburetor, probably
mm,
dry in there.
probably driving. I that'd be a video right there. I should take off the top of that because that
You should.
carburetor's never been opened. Like,
Yeah, just see
I
what it looks like. Yeah.
yeah, just making sure it's like, what does how many years would it be now? I mean, God, it's probably 20 odd years that thing. Well, no, not 20. Probably more like
That's
15 years that the carburetor's
a
been
long
on
time.
there. Never taken apart ethanol gas.
And I
What's it
mean,
look like in there? Does ethanol really, you know, cause stuff? Well, it didn't
I've
here.
seen
So.
I've seen mixed opinions about it. Some people hate it and say that it's the most destructive thing in the world, but other people just say there's no difference. And I haven't
Yeah.
noticed any difference. So,
It might be I mean, it could be different blends of gas too. I mean,
hmm.
there's different blends of gas
Oh
all
yeah, I
across.
mean that's a
You know,
whole nother can of worms right there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yep, yep.
I don't know if there's any difference in any of it, but
I want to. I want to build a. See, I can't remember. I can't remember his name now on YouTube. He's one of the No Name Nationals guys. He did a LS engine, like, and he ran it on nitromethane.
okay,
Just,
yeah,
just normal, nothing special. And he ran it on nitromethane because it's EFI, and he was able to like tune the
mhm.
injector or something, like make it run, on nitromethane.
Excuse
I want to build a nitromethane motor now. Like, I want to like build that Cleveland to have like an 8 stack injection nitromethane. I think that'd be fun.
that would be kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be a cool project.
What I really want to do, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. It probably won't happen because I probably won't get this engine done in time to actually do it to that engine. Like, I want to get this engine done, get it in the car, and then I want to do the same thing Uncle Tony did. Take the 289, tear it apart, and make a kamikaze engine, right? Nitrous, just file the ring
So,
gap to oblivion, just loose, everything loose, just put this thing together to where it's just one run, you know. And then I want to bring it to No Name Nationals and just like have it covered up. And then like towards the end, like not the first day, obviously, like on like the last day, pull like an all-nighter or something and swap the engine out with nobody looking, and then call out like Casper or something, like call somebody out, and then line up and just fucking
you,
blow the shit out of it, like just whoa, and try to keep it together.
you need to buy like a shitty camper or RV and tow your car behind it to bring it there. Put the motor inside the camper.
Well, that's what we're gonna do with the U-Haul. It'll
Oh
be in
yeah,
the
you all
U-Haul.
same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, just like like because we're really going there. I mean, we're not gonna. We might try to be competitive in the bracket with the U-Haul because the fun, because the brilliant thing about the bracket is it doesn't matter how fast you are in the bracket. The only thing that matters is how consistently you can run the same
Yeah.
time. And you know what? It's probably a lot easier to run a consistent time when you're slower than it is when you're
Probably.
faster. And the U-Haul, I bet you the U-Haul could be pretty consistent. I bet you
Yeah,
that thing runs the same fucking number every damn time.
it would be
Could,
so close.
could
Yeah.
you imagine if we show up and we win the bracket with the rented U-Haul? Like we're going there to be legends, right? Like
Legends. Yes.
we might, we're not really being competitive, but at least we want to like people are going to remember who we were, you know, there. Like they're going to remember the U-Haul or
Oh yeah, it will never leave
yeah.
their minds.
It's already legendary status, right? I mean, John Wilbur brings it up in every one of his live streams pretty much. And and like
Everybody's all for it.
Eh, like who else is gonna be there to do an engine swap to a kamikaze engine for one run? Like, who else is gonna do that? Nobody.
No.
Nobody's no one's doing an engine swap at the fucking grounds to go to. I mean, I could be that guy, you know? It's like,
Can you pull it off? Is the question.
yeah, well, like, get somebody near the U-Haul, be like, all right, me and you tomorrow, we're gonna do it, right? It's like, yeah, yeah, all right. It's like, all right, Tom. Then he pulls the thing off the other engine. It's like, we'll be ready for you. All right, let's start swapping this bitch. And then everyone's gonna be like, what? He he brought another engine. You're swapping that here? Like, what? It's like, you already agreed, pal. You have no idea what we have now.
Yeah,
All
this
your
man wants to
previous
run a big box truck down the track.
yeah. uh,
It'd be pretty interesting to see what numbers it gets. I mean, I'm curious. They weigh a lot, but they do have pretty big engines in them, so they're pretty
yeah,
good displacement.
yeah, I think it's gonna be up and I mean, I'm thinking 18 seconds is what I'm thinking.
That sounds about right.
I mean, people were saying like 28 seconds and stuff. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think it will be about 18 seconds.
I'll say 20. I'll give you 20.
Okay.
They're pretty heavy, so I mean, they're made to haul.
But it's not a quarter mile, it's an eighth mile,
Oh, it's an eighth
right?
mile. Oh,
It's
okay,
an eighth mile. So I
okay.
think, but I have a gut feeling that the way the U-Haul is with, I have just this feeling that it's gonna be just like as consistent as fucking, you know. And if it is, we could win the bracket with the
You could win the bracket. Yes.
I mean, if it runs the exact same number every time, because the launch is so lazy, right? I
Yeah,
mean, you're
exactly.
not dependent on how it plants and all that. No, it's just fucking on a Sunday drive down the strip. Yeah, it's just whoa,
Yeah,
like there's
exactly.
a lot of things that, you know, when you're fast, things can go wrong. I mean, one little slip of the tire or like,
Mhm.
one little, whoop-de-doo, tail wag,
Oh yeah,
going down, and then that ruins your time. Well, there's none of that with this. Ooh, if
yeah. It should be pretty steady because you're not going to spin. Well, I mean, you might spin the tires a little bit if you
I
give
doubt
her,
it.
but I
I
doubt
doubt it.
it.
I think if you just say, okay, just just ease it off the line, like bring it up to like 1,000 RPM every
Mhm.
time, and just go. I think I really do think it could possibly win the fucking bracket.
I
That
think
would
it
be
will,
hilarious
depending on what you're up against. Yeah, you know what? I think it could win the bracket.
because it's all about, as far as I know. I mean, I've never bracket raced, right? But as far as I know, what you do is you set a baseline number, and then you're racing to see who can get as closest to that number as many times, and whoever
Yeah,
averages the closest to their baseline number is the one who wins, or something like that.
yeah.
Well, if the U-Haul runs the exact same number every single time,
Well, I mean, it should. Like I said, it's
it
going to be
should.
really steady and consistent coming off the line because you're not going to be spinning tires or popping wheelies or doing any of that.
No,
It's
no,
just going to
it'll,
go.
it'll be the exact same every time. You know, like we'll get. I mean, we'll even like just keep pouring just a little bit of gas in it just to keep the weight the exact same. Just whoa.
Yeah, I mean,
That
it should be epic. I think it's gonna.
that
Yeah, I
could be
think it'll
epic.
be very consistent. Yeah.
And then if we if we win the bracket, we could go return it with all the stickers and stuff on and be like, oh, by the way, this is now a champion of the AHRA, National Hot Rod Association, sanctioning body here. It's a champion, so You're welcome.
It's worth more now to rent.
Yeah. Like, you can now claim that, someone will call you up and be like, "Hey, what U-Hauls do you have?" And you'd be like, "Well, we have these, or you could rent the drag racing." Like, "You have a drag race?" "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a winner of
Sport
the
model.
AHRA. It won the bracket race."
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, I mean, we'll find out, but I just have a feeling, like, because of the lazy way that thing is gonna take off, I mean,
Oh, it's gonna be slow.
it's gonna be slow. So there's less variables at play when it's slow.
Yeah,
Theoretically, it should do the same
it
thing every
should
time.
do. Yeah, because once it takes off, taking off, it's gonna be really slow. But once it starts getting some speed, it's gonna go. It's gonna
Yeah,
go down the track.
yeah. So, you never know. I mean, yeah, it if we won, they might ban U-Hauls next year, and we would be to thank for that.
It's kind of
Like,
funny because, like, to rent a U-Haul, it's like what, $30 a day or something like that. It's like nothing.
it's like nothing, yeah. Yeah, or a fucking renter and, just
Yeah,
enter
yet
it in
people
the
spend
drain.
like hours and thousands of dollars building these cars, and you just rent a $30 U-Haul for a day and just beat everybody.
Like, I wonder if people would start getting pissed off. I really like, it would like, they'd be hilarious at first until they start realize, like, "Wait a minute, the fucking guy ran the exact same number again. He's gonna win this shit." Like, what
And he
kind of
didn't do
bullshit?
anything.
Wilbur!
It's like he didn't even do anything. He just rented a fucking U-Haul and he's beating us, and we've spent all this time putting on big carburetors and whatever.
Fucking run down the track. And then Tom. Tom's not even a car guy. The guitar guy won the bracket race in a U-Haul. Like, that is the most backhand.
Yeah. This is gonna be good. I can tell you, this is gold right here. This
Oh,
is good content.
it is gold. It is straight up gold. But I mean, that's what we're about over here at NGG. Firsts. First
But
time
you have
for everything.
you have a lot of subscribers too. You have like 17,000. So all
Yeah.
somebody's sure be interested in it.
I mean, realistically, I got most of them through shorts. I
Mm,
mean, like, I had like 180 subs until like September of last year, just this last September. Then all of a sudden, a couple of shorts took off, and it was just like,
yep, I
just
noticed that too.
skyrocketed.
You can
Yeah.
have nice long videos, but like the shorts, people really like. They really enjoy
Mhm.
them. Yeah.
But the problem was that happened in September and through November, and then the car got put away, and I didn't have any more content. So then it was just like kind of
Yeah.
right back down. But I got monetized in it, so I mean,
Well, that's pretty
at
cool. At
least I
least
can
you're
make some
making a
money.
little bit of money out of it anyway. I don't
Yeah,
know how
I'm
much you make, but
like $50 a month at the moment.
well, that's
But I
not
think
bad. Hey,
it's
man,
not
that's
bad. It's not bad at all. Like, okay, like my first one was when like my header video, which was a long video, right? Long format video.
yep.
That took off, got like 400,000 views. And I only got monetized at like the very last peak of the view count. If I would have been monetized at the beginning, I would have had like thousands of dollars.
Mm.
But I got monetized right at the end. So I had like $600 that one video got me, like right
Well,
when I first
that's
got
pretty
monetized.
good. I mean, that's
That
that's
was
a,
damn
that's a
good.
couple. That's a
Yeah.
couple grocery bills right there.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. And then it was the next month was $90, and then it was like $40, and now it's like $50, and then it went up to like $59. So hopefully this next month will just kind of trickle back up, maybe. I don't know.
hey, Well, at least what you're
Hey,
making now, it's paying for the U-Haul.
yeah, that's right. That's right, pays for the U-Haul. Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to, yeah, because I mean, really, I mean, I grew all the subscribers through shorts. None of those people come back and watch any of the stuff. They're
No,
just
they
subscri I
don't.
mean, it's just a number at that point. I'm at the same level as 6% and, Junkyard as far as actual people who, like, stick around and watch.
Yep.
So, like, I'm like a 17,000 subscriber channel that should be like a 400, but,
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's like you need to get your foot in the door somehow, and I just haven't
yeah,
figured out. Really weird. I don't know.
ju
Doesn't
just
make any
short,
sense.
man. Just keep throwing shorts out because any short has the potential to take off.
Mm,
And okay, keep an eye out in like your community, like Uncle Tony's video, right? Like I knew that was a big thing, so I made a reaction video on it to try to catch some of that hype. And he ended up sharing my video, and that got like 3,000 views, right? So, and then
yeah,
that
yeah.
got a good push, right? So, kind of keep an eye out, like, for trends, it's trends basically, right?
Right. Okay.
Try
Yeah.
to yeah, try to but otherwise just post random shorts. Uh, but, you
Excuse me.
know, in saying that though, that's a good way to grow fast, but then you'll be in the boat that I'm, well, currently in. You'll grow really fast, but, like, when you get monetized, your money makers are the long version videos. Well, you grew with shorts. Nobody knows you have long version videos,
Mm,
and they don't come to watch those.
they don't.
They don't. So once you're monetized, then it's like, okay, now you have to rebuild, that platform in order to get these videos, the ones you want people to watch, to actually grow. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
So
you got stuck in a rut there. Yeah.
I mean, winter didn't help. I can't get the car out, so what entertaining stuff can I really do, right? There's
Great.
only so there's only so many times I could stand in front of an empty engine and be like, "Oh, did you know this?" Eventually, you run out of shit to talk about.
You just run out of stuff to talk about.
It's basically that's what happened.
Yep.
So hope my thinking is I'll start growing more once I can get the car out, make consistent videos and stuff. Right now, I'm just kind of just shooting stuff out there in the meantime until that happens. So,
Well, you seem to be able to get the car out now anyway. I'd imagine next month, probably sometime. I would say.
I
I would
hope so.
hope. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
Like, yeah, I want to do a video. I want to do a video. I'm going to do this video. I just gotta get like a topic that I can do it. I'm gonna do a video of me making a video for people to. So I'm gonna have a camera set up, and it's just gonna be me. Like I'm gonna talk into this camera and be like, okay, so this is what I do, and then I record a video, right? And
Okay.
this video won't be edited. It'll just be one continuous long A to B, just live. This is how New Guys Garage makes a video from start to finish to uploading. All the editing, everything. Because I make videos like I'll have the idea. Usually it'll be about an hour's worth of, between having the idea and getting it uploaded. Like, I mean, I
Right.
make stuff, quick, right? I mean,
Yep.
6%, he has like months worth of footage and he edits all this stuff. For me, I just like, no,
Same thing with
it-
me. It's like
yeah,
if I'm going to record something, it's now, and that's what's
yeah.
going
Like,
on.
if you see me upload a video, chances are I upload that. I just got finished
Yep.
editing that right before it went up, you know? And I had just recorded it right before that too. So I want to do a video of just me making a video, like, and then I'll upload this video first, and then people will go and watch that. Then they'll go and see how I actually made the video they just watched, you know,
Yeah. There you go. That'd be
or
kind
like,
of. Yeah.
you know, for people who have quite like you, like, yeah, you asked what editing software I use. Well, then you'd be able to see it, and you'd be able to see exactly what I'm doing in it on my phone, diddling around, like from start to finish. That's how you make a YouTube video.
Yeah,
For
that's
people,
kind of cool. It's almost
yeah,
like a kind of like a how-to. Well, yeah,
yeah, kind of. It's
kind
like,
of. Yeah.
because a lot of people I think are like intimidated by YouTube. I mean, I was. I didn't, know how to. I
Yeah,
watched people on YouTube.
do.
I didn't think, I could do YouTube. You know, it's like, no, this is all I do. I don't have anything fancy. I use a cell phone,
Mhm.
right?
That's what I
Nothing
used to. Yeah,
fancy here. Like, there's no like
bad boy.
this is exactly. This is the app I use. I found it on, the Google store there. This is how I make the thumbnail. It's like I don't plan the thumbnails out usually. I'll make the video and they'll be like, okay, I need a thumbnail for it. Okay, just this. I'll Google like pictures. Like I'll Google a picture, I'll copy it, and then I'll put it into my thing and edit whatever, blah blah. So just start to finish, raw, uncut. This is how I make a YouTube video. You know, and I don't like to flex my subscribers because, like I said, they really don't. I mean, I'm really a 500 subscriber level channel, just happen to have a lot. But be like, you can get 17,000 subs just by doing this. I mean, this is all I do. You know, it's like
Hmm.
anybody can do this.
Yeah, you need to find out what why did 17,000 people decide to subscribe to your channel. Basically, it's kind of that's a tough one. Like,
Uh, because I have an engine and sitting in my living room.
yeah, that's a good.
That's
That's a good
like that's
reason.
pretty
Yeah.
much what. Like, yeah. That's really what caught on. It's like I did the header video and well, I mean, a couple of my shorts took off too, and
Mm,
that's when I was doing like the tech stuff and like, hey, look at this, blah blah blah, whatever.
I think my
But
biggest I was making a hammer handle, and I think that guy's like 2.6 thousand views. Like, why?
yeah,
Ridiculous. I think that's the best one I got so far.
I I I think I have one short that's almost at 2 million views. It's just kind of
What?
beginning. Uh, I mean, once a short takes off, it can take off, that that's how I got all these subs is because just a couple of videos took off and
That's a
they
lot
just
of
hit
views. My
subscribe.
goodness.
Yeah, I have one. I think I have it's either two or three videos that are over 1 million. But and that's why I'm like preaching shorts is like just do shorts, man. They if you want to grow subs, you do shorts. But then you don't get the watch hours from shorts in order to get
You don't
monetized.
know, yeah.
So I was sitting at like, 5,000 subs and like 0 watch hours. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, now I gotta try to," because I wanted to get monetized, everybody kinda wants to get
Everybody
monetized,
wants to get monetized, yeah.
Everybody wants to get monetized, let's be real here. Then I'm sitting here like, "Oh, shit," and just it was just fate, like, luck, right? That
Mm,
my header video took off. And then I got all my watch hours right away. It's like, "Oh, sweet."
that is, yeah, that's awesome. You got it right in one video. That is awesome, yeah.
Pretty much, there's there's no talent here, just sheer luck. But, that's a part of YouTube is being lucky
Yeah, I
sometimes,
guess so. Yeah, I think probably your channel name too. It's catchy. New Guy's Garage, and then there's New Guy's
Yeah.
Guitar. I've
Yeah.
tried to think of one for myself, but I don't know yet. I don't even know what
Well,
I'm doing. So
yeah. It used to be Dan's Garage, and I deleted a lot of
okay,
my early stuff, and I really wish I hadn't, because I'd say, "Hey, welcome to Dan's Garage," and it didn't make sense after I changed the channel name, so
okay,
I
yeah,
deleted them, but I kinda wish I didn't delete all those 'cause I used to have this I mean, this was back when I had, like, 20 subs, right? I used to have this, like, series, right? The Wonderful World of Zip Ties, right? Where I would, like, showcase different things that I would zip tie to get I'm a zip tie connoisseur, alright?
yeah.
My throttle linkage is zip tied on, My 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 shifter linkage down underneath is zip tied on because I don't know if you've ever installed an aftermarket shifter or not, the cable shifters.
I've never
No.
done it now.
Basically, uh, there's a metal bracket with a hole like that, a U, and then the cable fits into that U with a nut on either side, and it
Oh,
sandwiches that plate, right?
yeah, hard to get to.
It's hard to get to under there. And I try to, I can't get a wrench on it. I try to tighten it up, it comes loose. So I fucking I got like three zip ties on this side. Then I zip tied them together. I fucking
Quiet them down.
cranked them down, and it works. I
Fixed.
the cutlass, the fuel pump. I zip tied the fuel pump on underneath the electric Holly fuel pump. I zip tied that back when I had the cutlass. Yeah, I've zip tied a lot of
I
so
have
I
to.
had so I had yeah, I had the wonderful world of zip ties. I really wish I wouldn't have deleted all those. Those were hilarious.
Well, you can make a new series on.
I could make another one. Although,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I could. I could make another one.
because nobody knows that those videos exist anymore. So like it'd kind
That's
of be like,
right. Yeah, yeah. Like, look at this shit. But
yeah, exactly.
oh, oh, that'd be funny.
Oh
I,
man,
I should I should I should make a short of my zip tied throttle cable. I should make a short of it and then be like, John, will that pass tech? And be like a question video, like and send it, like, John, I got a question for you. Just real quick. I read through the rule book. I couldn't quite, you didn't quite have this one specified in there. Is it okay that my throttle cable is a zip tie?
Yeah, it's not actually a cable; it's a zip tie
Yeah,
from
it's
here.
it's ever adjustable. I mean, I can change, fucking
Yeah, it
carburetor
is.
spacers, and I just zip it up a little. Is that going to be a problem, John? Please get back to me. I very, and if that's a problem, uh, I'm going to be sending you a few more videos because I got some more questions. If that turns out to be a problem, I think we have a few more things we got to iron out.
Yeah. Well, the fact that the shifter linkage has zip ties on it too.
It's like, oh, yeah, so does that apply to the uh, shifter linkage too? That's technically zip tied on there too. And
Oh
then
my
fifth
god.
percent will just be like,
Yeah, just like, oh my god, this guy.
yeah, yeah.
Zip ties were invented for people like me and you. See, we hold
That's
stuff.
right.
We could build stuff with zip ties. Okay, we
Yeah.
don't need
See,
fancy hardware. Zip tie.
if you if you don't like zip ties, that just means you're not good with them.
Yes.
I I had I got the really thick zip tie
Oh
once
yeah, you gotta have the
because
good ones.
the cutlass was famous for throwing the V belt. Like every time you'd get on it, it would just chuck the belt. So a
Okay.
wonderful world of zip tie. I zip tied the giant zip tie around the belt, so when it chucked off, the zip tie caught
There you go. Look at
it.
that.
So all I had to do was just go re-put it on there. I didn't have to go look for another one.
Yeah, it wasn't on the road behind you.
Yeah,
It was up here in the
I
engine
mean,
bay still.
after the 10th belt, I've had to go to O'Reilly's to buy, limp it to O'Reilly's to buy. You come up with an idea.
Oh my god, they must have been like, why is this guy going through belts like
Yeah,
this? That's like
I don't know.
absurd.
Yeah. That was then I changed it to a serpentine belt and fix it. But yeah, I had the big gnarly thick bad boy zip tie on it to
Oh,
catch that belt. Then
they got metal zip ties too. I think.
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
They
don't
use
know if I've
them.
ever used one, but I do have them.
they they use them on header wrap.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay.
Yeah, metal zip ties. They to you know zip tie the header wrap on
Yeah.
the headers. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Well, you gotta have metal for that.
yeah, yeah.
Plastic won't last very long.
Well, I did plastic zip tie some patch onto my header on the Cutlass was cursed, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Everything went wrong with that car. I mean,
But
I
you know
preach
what? You're not, everybody who owns a Cutlass, they're like that though. They break a lot from what I've seen.
lit literally my battery cable, like my positive battery cable was goes behind the engine, down to the starter.
Yeah.
Well, it had melted on the header, and then it
Okay.
started
Oh.
welding the header tube. So I was trying to figure out why the fuck won't this thing start now? So then, of course, I get the old man out there because I'm out front of the old man's house, the dad, and he's like, "Well, what the hell's that? You got some sparks going on in here." I'm like, "I do." Oh, I really do.
Yeah.
Big gnarly hole in the header tube. It's like,
Oh
uh,
yeah, it would melt right through. I had that happen with winch cable
it,
one time. Touched the I think it was the positive post on the winch, and it melted right through the cable. It was crazy.
oh yeah, yeah.
It just went right
Well,
through it.
so I went to O'Reilly's and I got some some muffler patch like fiberglass something patch whatever,
Mm,
and it was such a fucking mess. It didn't even work anyway, but well, I think it worked a little bit, but and then I started wrapping that around. It got this mess everywhere. I have a picture of it, and I wrapped it up there, and then I zip tied the son of a bitch on there to harden.
yeah.
I just left the zip ties on there because well, they'll burn off, eventually. So I have a picture of it. That
Oh
that would
boy,
be a good short too.
that would be good. You see, you've come up with a good couple good shorts in there.
Yeah.
Write them
See,
down.
everything like that.
Oh my!
Oh, man.
Did they ever completely melt off?
No, well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, they were melted for damn
Oh
sure,
yeah!
but, I mean, they were still hanging on there.
Wow!
They just bonded themselves with the fiberglass at that point. Like, they became symbiotic.
Who bought that car after you must have just been like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah, it was for oh, man, it was for 1,500 bucks too. I got
What
rid
a
of that car.
deal.
But it was a curse deal. And then I got ownership of the Mustang, because the deal was because the dad, right? The
Yeah.
Mustang was technically his. It was a father-son project car.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, I grew up and, he still had the car, and he didn't want it to be the gnarly hot rod that I want it to be. He wanted it just to be a tame, whatever. So I wasn't able to do the things I wanted to do, so I had to go get another car. Well, I bled money on this guy. I probably spent 10 grand on the stupid car that would never work right. Like everything I learned a lot of things from it,
Mm, yeah.
but it just never worked. And he's just like, get rid of the damn car and you can have the Mustang. It's like, all right, 1,500 bucks. It's yours. Have fun. Please give me the Mustang now, the car I actually wanted to work on. Although, I mean, I still love that Cutlass though, because for all the misery that it gives me, just like the few points of sheer bliss, I mean, you always look back on it on the good times. You never look back on the bad times. So I miss being in the parking lot and starting it up and then scaring the shit out of people. Like, 'cause it would be boom, and people be like, "Holy shit," setting off car alarm. I mean, blazing tires.
Hmm.
It had no grip. It was glass. Just everywhere I went, just blazing tires. I mean, the smell of E85. You never you've never ran E85, right?
No.
No, it smells sweet. Oh, I
Sweet.
mean,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it has a smell. A lot of people don't like it. Some people think it smells like dirty socks, but I liked it. It smelled like sweet, like,
Okay.
eye burning kinda
Oh, eye
alcohol.
burning kind of sweet.
Yeah, eye
Okay.
burn.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, because
Okay.
ethanol is alcohol. So imagine, like, pouring a glass of whiskey and then, like, just, like, looking into it. Like, that's the kinda eye burn you're talking about.
Yeah. I gotta get the
Like,
picture.
it was a gnarly piece of machinery. Had no rear brakes at all, just completely gone, don't need those.
Yeah, we got
Infinite mind
those.
lock is all it is. It had front discs, but it
Okay.
was a power disc, so it had a power brake booster.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't have vacuum because obviously big cam, no vacuum
No
basically.
vacuum. Yeah.
So, it basically didn't have brakes, like, just no brakes at all. It had a power steering pump, or it had a power steering box, but no power steering pump. So that's even I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but having no power steering on a power steering and the guy had it open to the elements. So obviously, like I poured transmission fluid in it just to try to like soften it up a little bit. It's worse than manual steering because you're fighting through gears that
Yeah.
are like corroded. This thing way too much. 500 foot-pounds of torque, 505 foot-pounds of torque, almost 500 horsepower, E85, no brakes, can't steer it, glass tires. This thing was literally a heavy metal death trap, and I loved it. Like, just it was pure chaos. Like, because you knew like, there's a feeling you get when you know the ability to handle the vehicle vastly is under qualified for what you can accomplish with your right foot. Like, sit sit like I was sitting at it wasn't a four-way stop, it was just a two-way stop, and
Yeah.
the traffic was just continuous, waiting to get across, and car pulls up next to me, and he starts revving his motor, right? So
Oh
we
yeah.
have, like, a little rev battle, and clearly I'm winning, but then I wanted to show off, right? So
Yeah.
I'm waiting, so I just gun it and just across the street, just blazing tires. But the whole time it's just like, can't steer it, no brakes, but you're just plowed to the fucking wood because you gotta like show this guy, right? So I just the level of danger and just I loved it. That was
Time
great.
to do some sketchy shit.
It was some sketchy shit. Like when you know you can't turn worth a damn and you can't brake worth a damn, but you can blaze tires like a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that
And
matters.
and sound amazing while you're doing it. Uh, dude, like, you you should go back and watch I only have a few videos with the car in it, but, you should go back into, like, the archives of my channel and see this thing. Just talking about it, I miss the damn thing so much. But, hopefully, once I get that engine built, it will recapture some of that glory.
Yeah, I think yeah, you won't even think about the Cutlass after that. It'll just be onto the Mustang then.
It'll just be on but, oh, because the Mustang, I have brakes and I have the ability to steer it, so that might throw off my, you know, it just like the Mustang is like it's precious, to me.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like, run her into a ditch or anything. Where the Cutlass, I blazed down dirt roads, fucking just whoa, you know,
Yeah, the Cutlass was just like, oh, dead shot. It doesn't matter.
yeah, just fucking going sideways in the dirt, just oh can't
Yeah.
steer. Well, yeah, it had, 373 gears in the back with, a mini spool, so they were locked So every time you go around a corner, you hear the chirp, 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 chirp,
Oh yeah,
and
the tire.
and then the glass, and it would just fishtail everywhere, and it was it was awesome. There's something magical. That should be a video right there. There's something magical about having more power than what your handling can hold. Like, you know, like if your car can handle this is me and Second 66 is his channel name. He's got a 65 Mustang, but he's all about the autocross, right? I mean, he uh, gets after me about having no sway bar in the front, and oh, you can have a fast car that handles too. It's like you're missing the point, man. Like I want a death trip. Like I want this thing to be,
He wants a shit box.
yeah, yeah. Like I want not shit, but like I want a level of this thing is made for one thing and one thing only. To go as fast as humanly possible in a straight line. Not necessarily top speed fast, but just like get there
Just
fast, right?
fast.
And blaze tires and it it's an experience you have to have, right? If you ever come down into Minnesota, let me know. 'Cause
All
we'll go
right.
through them. I don't know how far away you are from Minnesota. Probably
Well,
hours.
I know that the necromancer, when I was talking to him, he lives in Montana, I think, and that's
Mhm.
only 4 hours, I want to say, from Calgary, which is where I'll be.
Really?
So, yeah, so I really
Okay.
am not that far, so maybe it would be worth a road trip, yeah. Take
Yeah.
it down there.
Heck yeah. We should meet up sometime, somehow, some way, some possible way.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I could do
Yeah.
that.
Because you need to experience something like that. Everybody does. That's seeing the light. See, that's what
Yes.
6%. Well, okay, 6% would be like pushing the emergency, you know, pushing the imaginary brake in the passenger seat with his eyes closed, hanging on for dear life. Like, what are you doing?
We embrace death.
You embrace
It's just
that.
right here.
Yes.
We look
Yeah.
death in the eye and be like, "You really want to do this today?"
Yeah. Like there's a level. Well, it's because you're going right to the edge, right? Like when you have that much power and that much, go fast under your foot, and like you have the sloppy steering and the brakes, and you you get the feeling like you're on the edge as you're, going, right? It's
Yep.
no fun if it's completely controlled. I mean, if it's completely controlled, you might as well be playing a video game. You have to be there in person, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're in the car just "Whoa," and the rear end is just tailing, wagging, you're fighting the steering wheel, just trying to keep it on the road and no brakes, and it's like a rocket ship.
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what it would be like a rocket ship.
Yeah. Uh, I loved that about that car. My
Well, I guess I better head out.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's getting kind of late for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, bud. Well, this worked out perfectly. So I will. All right, I have Tom's live stream already up and just
Yep.
kind of waiting to go up. So I'll send you the link. Well, I'll send you my number, and then just give me a text saying, "Hey, it's Dylan." And then I'll be like, "Hey, what up?" I'll add you in the phone, then I'll send
Yeah.
it to you by text, and just you know, I don't know, a few minutes before 7 o'clock tomorrow. Well, 9:30 for you. Just a few
Yep.
minutes before, just head on. Or
Okay.
I, I don't know if you can come on after we're already live or not. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. If
We'll
I
figure it.
can, I'll try because, like I said, I got class tomorrow, so I might
Yeah,
be able. I might
exactly.
be able to make it. I might not. I'm not sure yet. I think it ends right before you guys start, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hopefully, we'll be able to make it work. We'll make it work somehow. If we have to, like, stop the stream, then restart another stream or whatnot. We'll let people know, and just so we can get you on there. So
Yeah, all right. I don't
yeah,
want to be, but
was that?
hey,
Was that?
I said I don't want to be a pain in the butt.
It's if they're coming for professionalism, they came to the wrong place. That's we have never given them any reason to believe that that was going to be the case.
Yeah,
All
this
right,
is
man.
true.
Well, it's been good talking to you. It'll be fun talking to you tomorrow too, Tom.
Yes. All right, buddy.
Yeah,
Take care.
yeah, you too. Later.
See ya.
Is this button I push? Probably, maybe.